Well, a few hours from now, President Trump will board Air Force One and fly to Vietnam to meet for the second time with North Korean leader Kim Jong Un. Kim is expected to arrive in Vietnam this morning after a two-day trip by train and car.
Now, the talks will focus again on Kim's nuclear arsenal, but the president and his Secretary of State, Mike Pompeo, seem to be sending mixed signals on how big a threat North Korea really is. Ben Tracy is in Hanoi, Vietnam's capital, where the summit will begin in just about 36 hours. Ben, good morning.
Good morning. After that first summit in Singapore, the Trump administration said that it expected North Korea to start taking immediate steps to get rid of its nuclear weapons. Well, that has not happened, and now just days before this second summit here in Hanoi, President Trump seems to be trying to manage expectations.
We have a special feeling, and I think it's going to lead to something very good, and maybe not. I think
Speaking to the U.S. governors Sunday night, President Trump said he's no longer pushing North Korea to quickly give up its nuclear weapons.
I'm not in a rush. I don't want to rush anybody. I just don't want testing. As long as there's no testing, we're happy.
North Korea has not tested a missile or nuclear device for more than 400 days, a self-imposed pause long before the Singapore summit. Kim Jong Un claims he's already completed his nuclear program and no longer needs the tests. But there is ample evidence that the regime is still producing nuclear fuel, working on its weapons programs, and evading international sanctions. North Korea has taken no clear steps towards denuclearization, despite President Trump's tweet after the Singapore summit that there's no longer a nuclear threat from North Korea. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo contradicted that claim Sunday.
You think North Korea remains a nuclear threat? Yes. But the president said he doesn't.
It's not what he said. What he said is that the efforts that had been made in Singapore, this commitment that Chairman Kim made, have substantially taken down the risk to the American people.
Secretary Pompeo says this process may take time, that it may require more summits. You may recall after that first summit, there was this vaguely worded document that said that they would work towards the complete denuclearization of the Korean peninsula. Well, now Trump administration officials acknowledge that part of this summit will be to define what that term actually means. John.
Indeed. Ben Tracy in Vietnam. Thanks, Ben.